Hello, everyone. This is the Crimson Cure, welcoming you to the Crimson Tower, a place where we keep a feminine foot on the neck of the gynocracy, feminism, and black male misandry. So go ahead, pull up a chair, stay a while, and listen.
See, wherever I go, stay ready, stay alert, always prepared for whatever. I see you. There's a seat right here. You can see from all angles. I'm ready. It's time to get down to business. Game time.
Hi, honey. I know you just made it to the library, but love of my life, my hero, my lion, you forgot your A game. So come home, take it, and then you can go and conquer the world, black man. Oh, and one more thing. Would it kill you to just wear some socks? I'm just saying. Love you. And can you bring home some milk?
Oh, man. She's killing me. Okay, I'll go back. I'm gonna get my A game. I'm not putting them socks on. I'm good. I'm fly. I'm fresh. I'm gonna stop at 7-Eleven and get some milk.
Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So, as usual, I gotta I'm gonna read something to y'all, because I always got a treat for y'all. Somebody in the news again. They stay in the news. Remember when I was talking about truth? We're gonna give you a live example today. So guess who keep breaking on down all out in public every time you turn around? Our good friend Lizzo. So this is what we're gonna do. First, I'm gonna read the article, then I'm gonna play the clip because the clip is 12 minutes, and I'm gonna be stopping it to give you my perspective on things. Okay, so Lizzo breaks down over hate negativity. Cardi and celebs defend her. Cardi just added more context to the controversy. She wrote, "Rumors is doing great. Stop trying to say the song is flopping to dismiss a woman's emotions on bullying or acting like they need sympathy. The song is top 10 on all platforms. Body shaming and calling her mammy is mean and racist AF." Lizzo is once again batting off haters who have nothing but mean things to say about her, but this time it's truly gotten to her because she's in tears on camera, as she usually is. They forgot to add that part. The singer went live Sunday and broke down over what she says is growing negativity aimed in her direction following the release of her and Cardi B's new song Rumors, which Lizzo says amounts to fat shaming, racism, and accusations of catering to white audiences. Lizzo says, despite trying to put positive energy in the world through her music or posts or whatever, she feels like she oftentimes receives more hatred back than love. And while she notes that she's got thick skin for that type of thing, it's weighing on her hard now. She makes a valid point, namely that if you're not into her music or persona or anything else about her artistry, just change the dial to someone else. Instead, however, Lizzo says she's been noticing people going out of their way to belittle her and she can't make sense of it. This is nothing new for her. Lizzo's dealt with this type of hate since splashing onto the scene, and she's usually pretty good about telling people to kick rocks. She ends up doing that here as well, but this video is truly a peek at how hard all the trash talking is hitting her armor, and heartbreaking to say the least. Even Cardi felt compelled to speak up. She writes, "When you stand up for yourself, they claim that you're problematic and sensitive. When you don't, they tear you apart until you're crying like this. Whether you're skinny, big, plastic, they are going to always try to put their insecurities on you. Remember, these are nerds looking at the popular table." Other celebs have come to her defense as well, including Chloe Bailey. Lizzo said she's going to start focusing on positive, ignore hate messages she might read about herself on social media and elsewhere. To be honest, that sounds like a great idea. To be honest, it should have been something that she's been doing. But I'm gonna come back to me for a little second there. We're going to break down just exactly why Lizzo keeps on breaking down in public like this. Now, when I play this video, I'm going to be stopping to give my perspective throughout. So you need to stay tuned for that. But we are going to hear this woman go through a whole lot of cognitive dissonance and dishonoring herself by not telling herself the truth. Because that's what it boils down to. You dishonor yourself when you don't tell yourself the truth. You're going to hear how her mind is working. Let's just get to it.
But on the days I feel like I should be the happiest, I feel so down. Like, I worked so hard. I've been working triple time, like quadruple time. It's like doing like 12 hours a day of promos and interviews, doing studio, going to the studio with a fucking root canal, gotten a root canal twice and gone to the studio and recorded music, wrote songs. I'm in rehearsal. I'm filming every single day. Shooting a documentary. I'm still writing music. Shooting music videos and promo and photo shoots. I'm putting so much loving energy into the world. And bro, sometimes I feel like the world just don't love me back.
Now let's pause right there. Let's pause. We gonna pause right there. We gonna pause it right there. Baby, you don't love you. The world cannot love you back because you don't love you to begin with. This is the beginning of the lies that she about to start telling herself. Now, she just went over all of that stuff that she do 12 hours a day, photo shoot, writing songs, this back and forth to the studio, blase plan, here and there, doing all of this work. This is the essence of not being fulfilled. Because if that was her purpose as a woman, she would have no time for tears. Because she would be so caught up in the midst of her purpose and in the midst of being fulfilled, she would not have time for tears. But she crying and she's starting to say, it seems like the world just don't love me back. So now she's looking for external validation. But why do you look for external validation? You look for external validation when you cannot validate yourself. And when you can't validate yourself, that means you don't know who you are. And you don't know who you are because you have not told yourself the truth. You have not told yourself the truth about yourself. And that's why you don't know who you are. And when you don't know who you are, you're insecure. If you even watch her video, because this is coming off the back of a new song she did with Cardi B called Rumors, which the song is just mad. I watched the video. She's insecure in the video. And there's one line that really stood out to me in that video that showed me her insecurities. She said, I did something to the effect of I wasn't cool in school, but now me and Cardi B are cool. If that hit y'all like it hit me, put a 1 in the chat. Because what them 2 lines said to me is, I always wanted to hang around and be girls like Cardi B. In school, I could not be around them girls because I was the lame. I was the lame fat girl. I played the flute. All right? I wasn't seen as the cool girl, the pretty girl, the sexy girl, none of that stuff. And I always wanted to be at the cool girls table. But now, me and the cool girl are cool. And that's what I was looking for. If you're doing a song called Rumors, and in the song you saying all the rumors are true, then that means that you're embracing everything that's been going on social media, off social media. And you telling everybody that, hey, screw it. I'm doing whatever you think I'm doing and I'm proud of it. But apparently, that's not really the truth. The song is a lie. She's sitting up on this video about to crying, telling herself lies. And she trying to believe them. Let's go on ahead. Because this is really sad.
It's like it doesn't matter how much positive energy you put into the world, you're still going to have people who have something mean to say about you.
Yet another truth that she has not told herself. It don't matter what you come to tell nobody. There will always be a detractor somewhere. I don't care who you have been. The prophets of God have come down. These men have been men who have not done nothing but try to lead people in the right direction. And some of them was killed for it. Some of them was ran off for it, ridiculed for it, lied on for it. It ain't gonna be nothing that you can do in this world where everybody like you. That is not even real. There's nothing real about that. And for whatever reason, she think that that's an achievable thing. That you're going to be able to put quote unquote positivity, whatever you call it, into the world, and you're not going to have not one person that feels some type of way about it and going to say something. You are a public figure in the age of social media. Everybody think they got an opinion and a voice, and they do. And when you are not secure because you can't never tell yourself the truth, this is how you end up on camera in front of millions of people for the world to see crying about what somebody done said to you on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. Girl, poop if you don't knock it off. Anyway.
And for the most part, it doesn't hurt my feelings.
Another lie. As she sit here and dap her eyes, as her feelings is hurt, talking about for the most part, it don't hurt her feelings. Do you see these lies? Ladies, do you sit and tell yourself these lies? Because if you guilty of the lie telling that Lizzo is guilty of, I can see why you live the way you live.
I don't care. I just think when I'm working this hard, my tolerance gets lower. My patience is lower. I'm more sensitive, and it gets to me.
If you sensitive, why are you reading comments? Do you know that I don't sit and just concentrate on negative comments? Folks get under my comment section and get crazy. I don't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. You know why? Because she is. And Crimson Q wake up every day and tell herself the truth. You understand that? This woman here is sitting right here in front of this camera, lying to herself in front of everybody. Talking about stuff ain't hurting her feelings. She just made an excuse. Maybe it's the way I'm working hard and then my tolerance get low. No, your self-esteem is low. You look for validation. You go on the internet looking for praise. And when you find detractors that call you fat and call you ugly and say your music is lame or whatever that they're saying about you, you focus in on that because that's the negative thing and that's what's really in you. The negative thing. Because if you was truly positive from your heart, you would not even be reading these comments. You know folks got an opinion. Everybody and their mama got an opinion or two that they cannot wait to share to the rest of the world because they think it's important. And they doing it because they know you gonna get on camera with your wig cap on and cry.
There's so many people who love rumors, and I'm so happy. I really am, because we worked hard, and I know that this hard work is paid off. Cardi B worked her fucking ass on. Atlantic worked their asses off. My team, Team Lizzo, we went hard. I'm grateful.
If you was happy and grateful, why you crying? You see the lies? I want everybody to understand these lies. This woman is literally sitting here convincing herself that she don't really feel the way she feel. And that sitting here reading, because they never specify what she read or who said what and none of that. So you can just assume it's a general social media readings, okay? This woman, I guarantee you, she spent her time going up and down her Twitter timeline, looking at all the replies and all the threads that's negative. You know that's what she do. But if you working this hard and you this happy with what you doing, why do you have time to sit here and listen to this? Because you tell yourself lies. Because you searching for external validation. Because you do not validate yourself. This is a woman who cannot have proper insight because she denied the truth. The purpose of insight, the purpose of introspection, the purpose of sitting down and looking at yourself internally is to reach the truth. This is how I know she don't do no insight and she don't do no introspective work, because anytime she come to a truth, she deny it. She doing it right here on this video. Let me finish.
I just feel like I'm seeing negativity directed towards me in the most weirdest way. Like, people saying shit about me that just doesn't even make sense. It's fatphobic.
Fatphobic. Who's scared of it?
It's racist and it's hurtful. If you don't like my music, cool. If you don't like rumors,
apparently it's not cool.
But a lot of people don't like me because of the way I look. And I'm like,
apparently it's not cool. See, she wants the world to love her. She wants the world to give her love that she cannot give herself. Lizzo do not love herself. So she wants everybody else to love her. And when they prove they don't, this is when you get the breakdown. Because she cannot find it in herself to tell herself the truth so she can love herself. She dishonoring herself. And millions of black women do the same thing every day. You just ain't Lizzo. You wake up every day and lie. Bold-faced, bald-head lies that you tell yourself. And you want other people to lie to you. See, she want folks to lie to her. She want the whole world over the internet to tell her she's big and beautiful and her music is wonderful and there's nobody that's comparable to her, nobody better than her. She would be glowing if somebody was to lie to her. But they won't lie. They're saying what they really think, whether you think it's mean, bullying, whatever the case may be. Let her finish lying to herself in front of all of us.
Like, anyways, y'all, I'm just having one of those days where
I imagine these are a bunch of her days. What y'all think?
I don't have no time. I don't got no time to chill.
If she didn't have time, why she on here?
I don't got time to see my family. I don't got no fucking friends. All my friends work with me outside of work, you know. I mean,
she just said she ain't got no friends outside of the people she worked with. How sad is this woman's life? She still won't tell herself the truth. She still won't tell herself the truth. She still won't sit somewhere and figure out who she is. She won't do it. She refuses it. I don't got no friends outside the people I work with. What do that tell you? Why don't you have friends? You ain't got nobody in your circle? Now, I understand having a small circle because mine is small as a period. But you ain't got nobody. I got somebody that I can call my friends.
I got like 3 friends outside of work and they don't even live in LA.
Meaning they don't talk to me.
I think I'm just overwhelmed.
Apparently.
I think I've been in shock ever since the song came out. And I've been like, tequila, turn up at work. And I haven't really been able to sit and just congratulate myself.
Still in misery. Ain't fulfilled.
I did it.
Doing everything feminism says she's supposed to do.
I said everything I wanted to say. I make music that I like, that's important to me. And I make music that I hope helps people.
So why you ain't fulfilled? Why is she not fulfilled? Because fulfillment comes from where? The truth. As long as she keep denying it, she gonna sit here and keep talking about all of the accomplishments that she has been making in her profession. But what about your spiritual value? What about your health? She's struggling with the top 2 of the 10 life values that sets the tone and the foundation for the other ones. She's struggling mightily with them too. She can't get her health together because she can't get her spirit together. She don't love herself. That's why she big. It ain't the diet. She's not staying big because she rebelling against what everybody thinks she should be doing. She big because her self-esteem is in the toilet. She don't love herself. If she loved herself, she'd take care of herself. But she don't. Let's keep going.
Period. I'm not making music for white people. I'm not making music for anybody. I'm a black woman making music. I make black music, period. I'm not serving anyone but myself. Everyone is invited to a Lizzo show, to a Lizzo song, to this good energy. Everyone's invited.
She thinks she got good energy, y'all. For real. Boop.
Anyway, I just want to express my gratitude for everyone who listened to the song. Thank you. If it's meh, For the people who just always gonna have something negative to say about me that has nothing to do with music or the content of
She about to get
or
vulgar.
me as an artist, and just has everything to do
The
with my
masculinity
body
about to come
or
out.
whatever trope you think I fall into. Suck my pussy from behind.
Told you.
Cause y'all motherfuckers gonna be the main ones catching up.
That didn't even make no sense. Catching up.
Every artist that's great has went through the same type of criticism. That's why I'm not afraid of it.
But you crying about it. Do you see the lies? Do you see how she's trying to reconcile the cognitive dissonance? She's trying to reconcile what she should be doing with what she thinks she should be doing, which are two different things. She's in the middle is the truth, and she keeps skipping it. Now she want to throw it off on people and be vulgar about inviting folk to her private parts. Still won't tell herself the truth. And when I say tell herself the truth, she ain't got to get on camera to do it. She just needs to tell herself the truth about her. Whatever it is, she needs to go into them childhood hurts. This is a girl that's still the fat lame girl in grammar school. As a freshman in high school getting picked on. We looking at the grown version of that woman. She ain't did nothing but age chronologically. She has not aged emotionally. She has not come out of that state. And she'll never come out of that state until she start telling the truth. Not her truth. Not their truth. The truth.
Every great artist.
Not a great artist yet. If you ever become one. Get that through your head. Your music
and
is
I know
that.
I'm great, and I'm happy.
You're not happy.
Even happy people, you know what I'm saying? I strive for joy every single day. I try to maintain, I reach for joy. That's my goal. But on the way to joy, you get sadness, you get exhaustion, you get anger, you get
excuses. Now you hearing her with the excuses of why she's not happy. She's trying to convince herself and the viewers that it is a normal thing to want to be happy and can't never get there. It's not happiness she's looking for, it's fulfillment she's looking for and can't get it. Can't get it in lies. Can't get it in lies, Lizzo. You can't get it in lies. Got to get it in the truth.
Annoyed, you get tired and insecure. On the road to joy, there's all of these pit stops. And right now, I'm just over it.
Not
I'm
really.
only going to focus on positive comments from here on out.
Should have been doing that.
I don't have time for your negativity.
Yeah, you do.
Your internalized self-hatred. Project onto me.
Projection. She hate herself. So it's easier to say other people are hating on her or that they're suffering from self-hatred and project it onto her. You see these lies? Do y'all understand these lies that's being told to our faces? Do you even understand these lies? My God. Okay.
With your racism and your fat phobia, I don't have time for it. Anyways, I'm gonna continue to be me. I'm gonna continue to be a bad bitch. As you can see, I'm about to look like a bad bitch. I'm about to get my wig on and shit. I'm about to go do some bad bitch shit. I'm about to go make some bad bitch money.
Now, this is what she aspired to be. This is what she thinks she should be, a bad bee. And did you notice the list of things that she think makes her a bad bee? I'm about to look like one. You see, I got my wig cap on because she can't be bad without that. So I got to put on a costume. I got to do something to make myself a proverbial bad bee, which I'm sorry to tell you, Lizzo, you are not. You're not. And I'm about to go do some bad bee stuff. And I'm about to make some bad bee money. If that made you happy, you wouldn't be here crying. You'd have been out there doing that. And you would have been so wrapped up in doing that, you wouldn't have had time to sit down for hours and look at all of the bad comments all over under your videos and your Twitter timeline and in your IG timeline. You wouldn't have had time for it. But you look for that negativity because that's what you really feel about you, and that's how you get triggered.
And y'all stream rumors. Let me tell y'all something. I'm grateful that this song has even touched as many people as it's touched. It's got millions of views, millions of streams. It's on the radio.
And,
top 10.
And you crying.
Spotify, iTunes,
and you crying.
And Apple Music.
And you crying.
Baby, I'm grateful.
And you sad.
Happen to everybody that drops songs.
And you unhappy.
Whatever happens to the song after that,
and you unhappy.
It's God's will.
If you was interested in God's will, you would have told yourself the truth.
Except is y'all doing this to black women over and over and over again, especially us big black girls.
Notice how she just made it. She just extrapolated her personal self-esteem issues over the entire number of big black women. She just made this an overweight black woman problem rather than a Lizzo problem. You see how they do that? You see how these gynocrats work? Now, in order to resolve the cognitive dissonance and not have to find out the truth about who she is, it's easier to say, well, y'all just don't like black women and y'all treat us like this, especially when we overweight. Y'all just hating. See what I told y'all? You just hating. Y'all just hating. No. You just lying. That's all you're doing. Ain't nobody hating, you lying. You study trying to live in your truth, and that's a delusion. It ain't served you good not one time. This woman needs therapy and until life value so bad it hurt. But we gonna let her finish. Ain't but like 2 minutes.
When we don't fit into the box that you want to put us in, you just unleash hatred onto us. It's not cool. I'm doing this shit for the big black women in the future who just want to live their lives without being scrutinized or put into boxes.
Now she's an activist for big black women. Girl, bye. Boop. No, you're not. Knock it off. You're not doing this for the women in the future. That they kill me with this empowerment stuff. Let me go on a real quick break. They kill me with this empowerment. Now you empowering all the big fat back 350-pound pork rind eating black women all over the world. Girl, bye. You got these insecurities you need to deal with them. It ain't even fun dealing with them for everybody else. This is about you. You need to be dealing with your insecurities for you. Instead of constantly trying to live in what you think society is supposed to allow you to live in. This is a woman that has not embraced the truth about herself not one time. She has not done it one time because this woman is in her 30s and don't know who she is. You understand that? Talking about you doing it for all the black women. I'm so tired of these women having personal self-esteem problems, and then trying to make it every black woman's problem. This is what we're all going through. Girl, no, you ain't. You know, when I was a big fat black woman, I dealt with mine. I had to sit there and deal with, why are you treating yourself this way? What is wrong with you? What's going on with you? I had to do that. That wasn't every black woman's problem. It wasn't a social justice problem. It wasn't a systemic racism problem. It wasn't a fat phobic problem. It was a Crimson Cure problem. And I had to deal with it from that perspective until I figured out, why do you have a problem with yourself? The first thing I had to come to was, you do got a problem with yourself. You can say you don't, but you do. Because you got a lot of negative things to say about yourself. You got a lot of negative ways in which you treat yourself. And if you loved yourself, you wouldn't do that. So you got an issue that you need to tackle. And I had to go back to my spiritual roots and start from there and work all the way through. But it started with the truth. It started with sitting there and taking inventory of yourself. Because the purpose of introspection and insight is to get to the truth.
I'm not going to do what y'all want me to do ever. So get used to it. But what I will do is make great music and be a great artist and continue to uplift people and uplift myself. I was overwhelmed today. I saw a lot of things I didn't want to see today. I read a lot of hurtful words that triggered a lot of deep feelings.
You don't leave that part out.
And I'm not even going to say them to give them
search
power.
for it.
But what I will.
Why do y'all search for stuff to hurt y'allself with? Just an innocent question. Just, just saying. Asking for a friend. Why do y'all look for stuff to hurt y'allself with? This is the same reason y'all go through y'all man phone. You realize that, right? Little self-saboteurs.
What I'll say is thank you. I love you.
But love yourself
as much
first.
as you love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that you love yourself a lot.
Because you don't.
I'm going to keep on bringing this music out. And I'm going to keep on doing what I want to do.
Doing what you want to do. Not what you should do for yourself, but what you want to do. I.e., I'm going to continue to live my truth in my delusional world where I can be okay until somebody busts my bubble with some reality that make me cry, and then I go back into my bubble.
It's an honest moment. I'm okay.
No, she's
go
not.
back out here and be around people who love me, and I'm gonna be okay.
She's not okay. Lying herself
cry.
Again. Lying again. Started with a lie.
In front
She
of the
ended with
people
a lie.
who've been working so hard by my side. I want to go and be strong for them. I'm gonna cry for y'all. Okay.
She going back into her bubble.
Have a good day. Street rumors. Fuck the haters. That's what this song is all about. Haters gonna do what they do.
And if you believe that,
they don't know what I do for
addressing
the motherfucking culture.
For the culture.
They don't know.
For the culture. See how they hide behind the culture? Now she doing it for the culture. First she was doing it for all the big fat black pork chop with the bone in eating chicks. Now she doing it for the culture.
But I'm going to keep on doing it for the motherfucking culture. God bless you.
Listen. This is what I'm talking about with these lies. This is what I'm talking about, Black women, with these lies. These are the lies that you love to tell yourself. You can't help but tell yourself these lies. The solution, as usual, is first to knock it off. Lizzo, knock it off. We just watched 12 minutes and 44 seconds of you lying to yourself, girl. Next thing, work on the spiritual. Always sitting in that. Listen, work on you need to sit down with a therapist, not with a therapist. You need to sit down with somebody that's going to tell you the truth. And then you need to sit with the Lord so you can accept it. That's what you need. Sit with a therapist to tell you the truth, and then sit with the Lord so you can accept it. There is no reason you should be in your early 30s and still don't know who you are. Still chasing after the cool kids. You about 14 years old emotionally. You don't have to figure that out, baby girl. You're going to have to figure out them 10 life values. Because everything you stated in that video was supposed to make you happy, and it don't. And it's a reason for that. Because if you was being fulfilled, you would be happy. But fulfillment only comes from the truth. And you lied to yourself for 12 minutes and 44 seconds. Girl, you've been lying to yourself for 30-some years of your life, girl. You've been lying. And I suspect it's a bunch of you watching me that tell yourself them same lies. I'm going to be all right. You know, it don't hurt my feelings, as you crying your eyes out. Nobody care about your feelings because you don't care nothing about them. Nobody love you because you don't love you. When are Black women going to get that in their head? Here's my advice to you, Lizzo. If anybody ever show you this video, you need to sit and honestly wrap your arms around the absolute 100% unadulterated, unfiltered truth about who you are, who you have been. Not what the media think you should be, not what society told you should be, not what the culture told you should be, but who you are. Until you do that, you're going to constantly you're going to break down every 2 months like you've been doing. Every 2 months, 3 months, you in the camera crying, breaking down about what somebody done said about you over the internet, knowing full and well this is the internet and everybody got something to say. Because if you was really secure about what was going on with you, you wouldn't have time to be crying about it. Because you would be able to stand 10 toes down on who Lizzo was, but you can't do it. And that indicates to me that you lie to yourself, just like you did in that video, every day. You need to sit with somebody that's not in the music industry, that's not none of that. You need to sit with a therapist to get your spiritual self together. Everything else can come in line. Until you start telling yourself the truth, you will never do right by yourself. Never. You're going to stay stuck in this turmoil forever. And I'm talking to Lizzo and everybody that think like her. Question on the table is, when are you going to start telling yourself the truth? When you going to love yourself enough to tell yourself the truth? Black women want everybody in the world to love them, and you don't love yourself. Make it make sense to me. Sound off in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I am the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share,
and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.